Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, and welcome to Ground Zero, where I talk about different topics. This week's topic is Shane Dawson. He just released his second part to his conspiracy theory video. Before we get started on the video, don't forget to blow up that like and subscribe button. So he released his second part a few days ago, and in my opinion, I thought it was really good, like how he has it edited at different parts. Like he had like three main ones that he was talking about, but it was like chopped up, so it was like a different one every few minutes, which I felt like it was keeping would help keep everyone interested in what he was talking about instead of like taking 30 minutes to go on one specific topic and then going one by one. Mashing it all together seems like it would help like keep people interested instead of like having them kind of zone out, like if he's talking about one specific topic at a time. It will like basically like keep them on their toes, like, oh, when's he gonna switch it next? And it's like keeping them, helping them pay attention more, because if they don't pay attention, they'll miss like a piece of whatever he's trying to talk about, and then they'll probably be confused for the next few minutes of what he's trying to say. He was talking about his friend who was in his past videos, which I kind of recognized, and how she was basically talking about like personal stuff that was happening to her. I'm not getting into details, like watch the video, and it's like it's really interesting. It's sad but also interesting at the same time. And then he was talking about how at Chuck E. Cheese, their pizzas that they serve people are basically just different pieces of uneaten pizza because it's not a perfect circle, and the way it should be cut isn't lined up together. And he went there and ordered like three different pizzas, and none of them lined up. None of the cuts were like parallel to each other, or they didn't line up, so they were just all kinds of messed up. And I've been to Chuck E. Cheese a few times for like birthday parties, and I've never noticed that before. But if I do end up going there next time, I'll probably notice it if it does happen. I don't know if it's only at certain Chuck E. Cheese's, but I mean, it's probably not going to stop people from eating it. I mean, people eat bad food all the time, so just because it's from a different set of pizza, it's probably not going to stop anyone anytime soon. And then his other one was how a certain app is able to take someone's voice and mimic it with different, basically a different sentence than what someone had either said, and how, and he tested it out on like 3 or 4 different people, including himself, and most of the time it kind of worked. It may sound different because it's either on video, but they tested it out like over the phone, and to them it like sounded exactly like the person that they had just recorded the voice from. So that could cause problems. But I mean, if it's not, if the video isn't coming from like a certain source, it might not like get too much of people's attention, because I mean, there's a lot of impersonators for people's voices out there. So it's like if they just lip synced with a video what someone said, that could be taken out of context. But then also it's like if that's just something from the internet, like one video, and then you can never find it anywhere else. Because if it's like something from the president, that's something that would like be on the news or on their website. But if you can't find it there, then it's probably not like accurate. And like it's really good to see Shane Dawson going back to conspiracy theory videos, because they're enjoyable to watch. Like I like his other videos too, but like the way he kind of edits his videos, him and his editor slash cameraman Andrew, like it just draws you in to what he's trying to say or trying to show you in a way of what's going on. Like some of his theories are like huge ones that like could like cause like disastrous events, and then there are other ones where it's like, oh, that's a fun one, I guess, like the Chuck E. Cheese one. It's not like it wouldn't like break down the economy, but it's still like interesting to know and help you realize like what's going on. Like if you go to Chuck E. Cheese a bunch of times and you're eating the pizza, you're not gonna notice that the pizza's not in line, but if someone points it out to you, then you're gonna notice. Kind of like if you're not paying attention to what someone's saying, and then they ask you, "Hey, are you listening?" Then you start paying attention to what they're saying because it's obviously important to them, or you should be paying attention. But anyways, I just think that his videos are really good, and I think you should check them out too. That'll be all for today's video. See you next week.